changed again, I can't believe it.
James Carsing, 1891.
This is how tiny it is. This is how tiny it is. Here we are in the fourth site of the day. Look how many standing stones. Giacomo's got my bag and his bag. This is the plant living. Wow. We got till Twat. This is Twat Church. Hello everyone and welcome to our first day in Orkney. So yesterday we arrived to Stromness, the town of Stromness, with the ferry around Alpa State. It was incredibly foggy and you couldn't see anything, and we found this spot for wild camping, which is really nice. Morning, Giacomo. And this is our view this morning, which is quite nice. The weather is not that bad. I mean, it's around 10 degrees, so it's a little bit cold, quite windy, and definitely quite foggy. You can't really see much today either. Hopefully it's gonna get better, but I'm not sure. So we are now going to pack up our tent, go to a breakfast in Stromness, and start to go to explore some beautiful UNESCO World Heritage site and places around the area. So let's pack up this tent. Okay, we're finally ready to go. We left all our stuff in this Ness caravan site, which is just like a luggage area for free, basically, because there's no one in the reception. So we just left the stuff there, and apparently there's not gonna be anyone today until 8. So that's good. And at least we're not gonna carry with us the backpack. And now we're going to have breakfast because it's super late and I'm starving.
I love those vases, eh? They're made by...
They're nice.
Like with boots. Boots are made for planting.
Beautiful shade of grey in Orkney. Like everywhere else in Scotland, actually. Included the sky. Oh, that's his one. The hamburger. The burger?
Yeah.
Alright, that's yours.
Did you ask for a crab roll?
I asked for a crab roll.
Crab roll.
Yeah.
Did you ask for a burger?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good. Thanks.
Hello, so we managed to get the bike. We rented for the next 4 days, so we're gonna spend the next 4 days cycling around the island and going to see the famous sites, UNESCO World Heritage sites and other beautiful landscape and places that are unique only here in Orkney. So we're just outside of Stromness and the view is already amazing. The first step is going to be to check out this whole town. I think, I'm not sure, it's called Champlain. So let's go. We finally arrived to the first site we visit here in Orkney, the Houston Tomb.
So 5,300 years ago, someone here died and was buried in a cool tomb, which is a chamber cairn, okay, which is this one that we are about to visit. This is among the oldest Neolithic sites here in Orkney, which are famous to be inhabited for thousands and thousands of years. And that's how 5,300 years ago people would be buried, okay? Well, not everyone, but probably someone particularly important.
How do you open it?
Let's see if Anna managed to understand how it works. See?
How the fuck? I don't know. Oh, we managed.
You just had to pull. Yeah.
Here we are.
Ah, wow. Check this out. You see, there are also pottery. So maybe that's how it looked like before.
That's how it looks like now.
And that's how it's chambered. You see, so there's a corridor, and then the main chamber with some stones maybe to hold up the dome.
Alright. Jeez, it's oh my god, it's really small. Ah! Oh man, it's really tiny. Jesus Christ, look at that. Oh my god. Wow. Woo! Wow. This is so cool. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's been restored. And here there's
What's going on in here? I just see a dark hole. Look at that.
these are modern, you see. So
These are modern? Yeah, there's
1890. I mean, modern like this has more than 100 years ago, 1890. So relatively modern. James Carpsing, 1891, July
wow.
91.
That's super cool. They're gonna manage to get in.
Small chamber.
There's two people.
That
decided to pass from here.
careful, this may be electric wire.
Oh
Well done, Anna. Well done.
my god. Here we are. So all of that for going to see that rock, which is not a rock. I'm joking, it's a standing stone. It's famous for something, or it's just like a standing stone?
Standing stone.
And that's it?
It's a standing stone.
Okay. The sheep. Hello, girls. Woohoo! It's quite big, actually.
Hi guys, hi. This is the Stone of Stenness, and apparently people were so afraid they would escape that they surrounded with barbed wire, so they wouldn't run away. You see. Well, by the way, this huge, spectacular stone was put here for a reason, but nobody knows which. It was put here in the Neolithic time, so 2,000–3,000 BC, something like that. Here, not far from here, there's the Ring of Brodgar. You're going to see it soon, and the Maesao. But this is an amazing example on how the Orcadians some 5,000 years ago decided to build this weird structure. Why, we don't know, but they probably brought it from different sides of the islands, okay, for a specific purpose. Can you see that hill is another huge cairn, which is the Maesao cairn. This is the most famous of in the Orkney Island because it's one of the oldest and one of the biggest. And also what featured this is some exceptionally interesting runic symbols of the Viking era. So when the Viking came, thousands of years after this thing was built, they came here and they wrote some stuff in there. But unfortunately, you can access just through a guided tour, and we checked, but it's fully booked until the end of the month, so we couldn't get in. But we have been told that there's a similar one, because this differentiating it from the other cairns. There are two types of it, and so we want to see a similar cairns, and that's why we are going to ride for 12 minutes here in that direction, and we're going to see the next one.
So we made it to the third site of the day, the Queen Chamber Chain, if I'm not wrong. Seems already very interesting and nice, and it's also got a very interesting story that Giacomo is gonna talk about it.
As soon as I get my breath, let's climb the stairs. This cairn, it's some 5,000 years old. As Maesao has a long corridor in a main chamber over here. This is curious because there are they found the remains of 9 human bodies, and 24 dog heads, and that's why there's a depiction of a dog here. See?
That's very curious.
in these cairns, sometimes they found some carvings and some patterns which can be found similar. They're similar to the one in New Grand in Ireland. I forgot the famous burial site, the famous cairn. So it means that there was a culture, a similar culture that came here as well, thousands and thousands of years ago.
And is it on? I don't see. Is it on? Oh, right, okay. Doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Oh, jeez. Now we're ready to go. Excuse me, my unpresentable state. The fringe is covering the torch. Anyway, we're going. Oh my god, that's actually... Oh my god, not Giacomo. This is tiny.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god, look at that. Jesus Christ. Really tiny. Ah! And there's not light inside here. Oh, wow. Jeez, it's scary. The smell of mold as well, quite a lot. This is how tiny it is. This is how tiny it is.
Okay.
Whoa. Okay, sorry. Way smaller than the other one we saw earlier. No. But you see, it's got this hole. Ah, you can enter even here. Oh, really? Are you sure? I don't think so. Okay. There's another side here.
I can barely stand in here.
No, I'm not gonna get in then.
So yeah, this place has several chambers. Despite they're very tiny. There are chambers connecting each other, and they found several dogs' bones among 24 skulls, 8 remains of people, of which 2, as we said, had a big hole on their skull. Now, among these 2 skulls, one of them was clearly made by because it was hit something, so that caused his death. The other hole was actually man-made, was carefully dig inside the skull, probably for I don't know, to kind of
cure an infection,
to cure an attempt to cure an infection, or maybe something else, or for another reason, we don't know. But the other was carefully made, that hole. So don't know why, but that guy didn't really enjoy these fingers. Anyway, there's another chamber here. You want me to give you? Here I can barely stand. Here, nice.
Whoa. Here we are in the fourth site of the day, the stone of stainless.
Stones, the standing stones of Stenness, Anna. Unfortunately, there are just 4 of the previous 11 huge stones that form a huge circle. Not only a circle, but there was also a thick ditch that will be 4 meters wide, actually. And around there's a circle, actually, a small circle made of land. Then over there you can see a bit. Okay. We will get closer to it, but it would be 4 meters high. So N was actually almost perfect. Okay, so this was the work of many people. Now this place is a thin stripe of land that is in between these 2 locks. One is the lock of Stenness, the other I don't know yet.
Lock of
something.
Don't remember.
Anyway, we have these. Well, further ahead there was the stone we saw before. Then this huge circle of stone. Then another standing stone up there, and then the circle of stone of Brodgar, which we will see afterward. This was an important place for Neolithic people. It was built some 5,000 years ago, 3000 BC. Nearby also they found a Neolithic village. So it means that this place wasn't just a random, well, the answer of historians when they asked of them about what was the function of this place, rituals, which means we don't know anything about it. We don't know. Who knows? So actually, well, you may think like, well, occasionally all these people would come here thousands of years ago to celebrate, to make some weird rituals. Fair enough. But no, apparently, because there was a Neolithic village nearby. So this place was part of them daily life of these old Orcadians. Also, throughout the centuries, many were destroyed, many were toppled down. And in particular, in 1814, there's this curious story about a farmer which was annoyed by visitors. His house was nearby here, that he decided to destroy one of them. In particularly, this curious stone, which was known as the Odin stone, which was like a standing stone with a hole in it, and lovers, those who love each other, would hold their hands between this hole, and in order to promise themselves being faithful for the rest of their life, you know. But he was so annoyed that he destroyed it. He put it down, and he was about to destroy the rest of them, and he toppled a couple. But the other people, raging, came here and actually burned his house twice, or they attempted to burn his house twice because of this act of vandalism, 19th century vandalism, you know.
So next stop is gonna be the Ring of Brodgar, which is over there. Wow, look how many standing stones.
This is the Ring of Brodgar. Far bigger than the other one. Well, the stones may look smaller, but in terms of
quantity,
yeah, no, well, in terms of the dimensions of the site, is far bigger. As you can see, there are two circles around. You see, in a matter of few hundred meters, there are some important standing stones, a stone circle, which are among the oldest in UK. Okay, this is older than Stone Age, for example, and one of the most important in Europe. And it's just astonishing and incredible how 5,000 years ago these people managed to carry this huge block of stones from somewhere in the island. The curious thing, before the last thing I tell you today, is that one of the hypotheses is that maybe there were different communities coming from different parts of the islands, and each of these communities would provide for a stone. Each of them would bring their own stone, and that would explain why they have different shapes, you know, both in the other ring that we saw before and in this one as well. But this is just one of the many hypotheses.
Yes. So, good morning everyone! Today it's our second day in the Orkney and my birthday, yes! Anyway, so today is surprisingly sunny. We didn't expect it at all because this morning it started quite badly. It was like rainy, stormy, windy and everything. But it changed, and it may change again. We are in Scotland. So, today is gonna be quite rough because we definitely bring all our stuff with us. As you can see, I've got my bike, I've got the tent, the mattress, and the important stuff that I'm carrying with me here. Giacomo's got my bag and his bag. It's everything very improvised. As you can see, we just attach a few cords to try to keep everything together. Hopefully it's gonna stay for the day, but something tells me that we will be a bit struggle. So the plan for today is to go to visit 3 sites. We're gonna cycle from Stenness, that we just left, until the north of the island. We plan to go to see, Giacomo?
Skara Brae.
So we plan to go to see Skara Brae, which is a beautiful and very important UNESCO World Heritage Site.
We're going to on the west coast of the main island until the northernmost, I think. Yes. And then we get back. We will come somewhere where we'll find a place. No, we want to go to see Twat.
Oh yes, as well. We're gonna go to see for sure Skara Brae and Twat.
Maybe, but we'll see.
We'll see what we're gonna manage to do, depending as well on the street. And eventually tonight we're gonna try to find a wild camping spot that at least provides water. So that's it. Let's start. Yippee! No, I changed again. I can't believe it. So I would say that the happy yippee sunny days we cycled through Orkney with our improvised app, it was just finished. It was raining really heavily, but now it's sunny again, so never mind. Okay, we got to Skara Brae finally.
I want you to know I'm letting time just pass me by until I find the time to fly, and then I'm out. I don't know where, but I'm headed.
Hi guys. So guess where we are? In Skara Brae. That's how it's pronounced. We always pronounce it Skara Brae. Skara Brae. In one of the most incredible places in Scotland. So a Neolithic village which was inhabited for 600 years in one of these remote places, right in the Orkney Island, so up in the north part of Scotland. And for centuries people used to live in houses that would look like this. 150 years ago, 1850, so now it's 170 years ago, a huge storm revealed eventually this hidden village which was buried under dunes, of sand.
The Skara Brae was far older than the pyramids. It's far older than the Stone Age. What side is? Entrance.
3100 BC.
3100 BC, Skara Brae.
We've only got 10 minutes left.
10 minutes?
Yeah, we close at 5. Okay, so make your way around quickly.
10 minutes!
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
We don't have much time. So basically, this incredible village was so developed for the life that these people would do here. These houses were isolated, well isolated among against the strong winds of the Orkneys. The fact is that despite that we live here pretty far away from let's walk, the main attraction, the mainland, they would give you an environment that's pretty hostile to life. Actually, life wasn't that bad here. These people could enjoy fresh fish, meat. They have cereals. They have they were hunter-gatherer, but they live here, and so it means that they have a good diet. They have plenty of food, despite the weather. Wouldn't be great even back then, but still there was everything they would need. The most amazing thing that surprised me most than everything is that they didn't find any weapons, which that doesn't mean they didn't do war, but probably this was a peaceful society, okay, which is unusual
especially now
for humankind.
This is the plant living. Wow.
What a curious place, isn't it? Skara Brae. And what is... I mean, there are a lot of mystery surrounding it. This place actually helped archaeologists to understand far better. I mean, they gave us a lot of information how life was here in the Orkneys long ago, in the Neolithic times. But it left us a lot of mysteries. What language they spoke, what was the religion they used to worship, you know, what gods and what they believed in. And more than anything, how this society, because this was a small society, a small community, this village ended. How? We don't know. I mean, there are theories on how it ended, but none is very conclusive. Maybe a big storm eventually destroyed it. Maybe illness or disease killed a lot of people, or maybe lack of resources. No, certainly maybe the climate change. And also we see like that it wasn't just here, but around that period also the cairn and the burial sites were thought to be used. But still, this is still one of the amazing places that still show today how was life back in the days. It was the house of a laird.
A laird or a lord?
Laird.
Oh.
Let's explore.
Hi.
Hello.
Hiya.
Hi. It's free?
Do you have tickets?
The Skara Brae?
Yeah, that's fine. Perfect.
Alright.
So, yeah, it's all self-guided.
Oh, I want this plate. Wow, didn't expect that. Pink toilet, which is quite pretty. And here is the bedroom. Very nice bedroom as well. Really love the style. Love this. Wow, look at the room, it's really cool. And I guess the tea room. The sun is still with us for another couple of hours, probably, maybe 3. And next destination is gonna be Tuat. I'm nearly dying. We got till Tuat. This is Tuat Church, and apparently
These are houses of Tuat people.
this is the houses of Tuat people. That's right. It's not very big. I think this is Tuat. That's it. Okay, this is Tuat. Apparently they took off
houses. I mean, that's
everything.
really
Yeah.
sparsely populated.
So apparently they took off the Tuat.
I don't know if they took it off or if there isn't any actually, but it's not signed anywhere. I thought there would be at least a cartel, you know, a sign saying Tuat.
Yeah, but no, don't know why.
No, where there's one which is 4 miles away from on the other direction where we are supposed to go, and there's a storm coming, and I would like to get to the bay before the storm.
Right. Well, at least we made it to Tuat, even though there are no proof of that. But next, now we're gonna go till
It was
the
definitely worth
campsite.
it. Yeah, it was worth it.
Yeah, it was a nice drive.
It was worth it. Well, we did it. We ride 20-30 minutes more than what we were supposed to do.
But you know, now we see the Tuat Church.
Yeah.
You know, once in a lifetime.
Yeah, no,
Anyway, we're now going to the campsite, the wild campsite
Yeah, this
on
place
the coast, the northeast, the northwest coast of the island.
Yes.
Almost sunset time. We arrived at the spot where we're gonna camp, which is over there. Whoa, it's looking stunning. Okay, so this is the camping spot. I mean, it's a little bit smaller than what I was expecting.
Over there, I mean, it's bigger. But
Yeah.
this is a tidal island, so technically we can cross it now, but then we can do the same thing in a few hours, so the tide is low.
Yeah,
And
right now,
probably
yeah.
there's like a sanctuary over there.
Alright.
Like an old sanctuary with that. I don't know, we still have to read stuff about it. Anyway, the storm is coming, we need to find a place where to spend the night.
I think here, that's what I think. I don't know, or maybe.
On the other side.
Right,
Maybe it's not
okay.
protected. I would
Well.
checking the winds, and if the winds come from.
Yeah, if they
south.
came some from there, probably over there is good.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's all for today, so see you tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning. What a start to the day. We woke up to a full-on storm that nearly tore the tent apart and sent everything flying. The wind was wild. Luckily, a lovely lady took us in, gave us a warm meal, and even made us a cup of tea. In the next video, we'll explore more incredible spots and discover some curious, unusual places like this beautiful church built by Italians in Orkney. See you in the next one. Bye!